beautiful Capricorn. Let's see what the cards have to say. So far, I'm getting, in your pre-shuffle here, we've got the Fortune Wheel and the Sky Bridge. So there's something that, there's some sort of union you want to happen, something to come together. You're trying to get something to, whether to go from separate to together. And with the Star coming out first, it's something you deeply are passionate about, something you hope for, something you dream about, something you wish for. This is really big energy, so this would bring you lots of healing. This is a lot of gold. You see the gold colors here? This is very earth and grounded, deep in the roots. Like, think of how deep you have to mine for gold. So you're trying to really bring something to the surface. You want something real. You want to elevate something here. You want to bring it to the surface by bringing something together. You want something to work out. Got 4723, possibility for union. So there's two forces of energy. And there's something about time. So there's some sort of time, needing it to be the right time. Let's see. The right time. Two of inspiration. So there's the two energy again. So you're looking out into the distance, hoping for something to come forward. You put something out there. Okay, so I'm seeing how you want something, you're trying to see something come to fruition. Yeah, so you did something. You created something energetically. You sent out a ripple into the universe, and you're waiting for that boomerang back. You're waiting for a response. This is going to bring you a lot of success, independent success, happiness. This will bring you closer to more security in your life. So this makes me feel like work, like almost like you're uniting back with your dreams, back with what inspires you and makes you happy. So you're looking, so here you are, Page of Inspiration. So this is like embarking on a journey to this happiness. So dreaming, wishing, hoping, waiting, being patient, being inspired, being creative, and being on fire. Like you're set on fire on a mission, but it's not the right time. So time is a factor here. Time's always a factor. But you have the gift of patience. You are a feminine energy. You are a cardinal energy. So you do have the ability to move and kind of be the turn of a season, right? So with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like you have the ability to bring in and be patient for what it is that you desire, what it is you set out for. That's going to, like I said, it's going to bring you healing and communication, movement. This could be like you could be moving or traveling or wanting to travel, desiring to travel, desiring to move for work, trying to... It's all about you. Like, even though it says union here, I really feel like you're trying to unite with your passion, but I don't feel like you're happy with what you're doing. I don't feel like you enjoy what you're doing, which is like the whole world, right? No, it's a big part of the world though. So let's see. You're looking, you're waiting. What are you waiting for? See? That's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for your love, and you're waiting to be inspired again, to be in love with what you do. It's like you've gotten so far from that, from being in love with what you're doing, that you kind of even forgot what you love to do, you know? And you're trying to pull this in from the ether. It's like you're trying to use your opportunist, lucky You know, you diligently work hard for what you want, and you're an opportunist. When you see the opportunity, you take it. You don't waste time. You go, see, you're hardworking, and you're willing to set fire to what it is you desire. You're going to put in the hours to bring in this joy. So there's been a rest here. You've been resting. You've been trying to bring in this independence. So let's see. What does Capricorn... Okay, what does Capricorn need to know about this? Because you're waiting for something to come in. So let's see if we can jump in the future a little bit here and see what's coming in for you. What's coming in for Capricorn? What's coming in for Capricorn? The wheel's turning. Oh, student. Okay, so this is something new for you. You're having to learn something and redevote yourself to something. Being open to a new way of perceiving things. Changing things up. Listening to mentors. Listening to people that have walked the path that you're trying to walk. So it's like you've been disconnected for a time from... Okay. So you have placed materials, you've placed some sort of physical things in your life above your self-care. For you somehow in the climb to your life to where you are right now, you have forgotten about what you love, what you're passionate about, what brings you joy, what makes you happy. And now you are working your way back to that dream again. All right, so what does Capricorn need to do? What is going to bring this union together? What's going to bring this union together for Capricorn? What's going to bring this union together for Capricorn? How can Capricorn reunite with what it is that brings them love and joy and inspiration? What are they hoping for? What's going to bring them healing? You're between worlds right now. So you've already done the work. You're doing the work diligently, patiently, consistently. You're walking. I mean, I'm just seeing this flamingo walk gently down the beach. And it's going to transfer from this old life into this new life. And you're going to be crowned in this new place. But it's something about timing here. And there's the communication. So you have some sort of deep knowing, deep understanding that this communication's coming in. You can sense it. There's the star all over that. The star is your hope, your dream, your healing, and that communication. The moon, the stars and the moon are all right here. So you have some sort of knowing, but you're really just waiting for the timing. So what's the holdup with the timing? These kind of readings blow my mind because I'm like, okay. Loyal heart. So Spirit is saying, there's that crown again. Remember, I noticed the crown on the flamingo and then the crown's here. So what is most important is letting go of some of the things that you have held on to materially. So that could be a house, a job, a car, a 401k, any type of physical thing that you've acquired in the world is something that you have placed value over what brings you joy to your heart. And Spirit is saying, bring this love back to yourself. Come back in union with yourself, which is a place of, we value, it's so crazy, right? I'm about to preach. So It's so crazy that we value things that actually have very little value versus everything that has value in our lives actually is free. You're born with a soul and a spirit, passions, dreams, ambitions, family. These are all things you don't have to buy. The things that you love the most, regardless if you want a boat, if you want a house, if you want a 401k, if you want to travel the world, these are not things that'll actually make you the most happy. What makes you the most happy are the little things. And the little things don't cost money. And there's some sort of struggle here between that you did hold on so long to some of that bigger stuff that has kind of weighed you down. And that's what's causing such a difficult time for you to come back to a place of peace and love. So you got breathe at the bottom here, which is just about meditating, taking a time out, sitting back, taking a breath, a conscious breath. We live so much in our subconscious minds that we don't really breathe. You know what I'm saying? Most people are taking these shallow breaths all day long for years and years and years, and we don't actually breathe. So what's going to get Capricorn? Because this luck and this time is really tripping me out in that card. It's about the right time, the right season. So what season? What season? Because whenever you watch this, I'm recording this in the late fall, and you're going to catch it when you catch it. So I want to know what season is Capricorn going to be in this time? When is this luck going to happen for Capricorn, and they're going to hit that at the right time? It's all about the right time. And I know you're an opportunist. Like you want to hit it on the money. So we got the butterfly. Soul retrieval. You're retrieving your soul. You're going back. See, look, the caterpillar was born. The caterpillar lived its existence on earth. It walked, it roamed, it did its physical thing, right? And then it went into rest. Like I said here, it rested, you rested, and then you're being reborn into this butterfly. Butterflies make me think of summer. I feel like this is summertime. And then we got the hunter. So hunting season, which shouldn't be a season, but it is. So summer to fall. I don't know if hunting season is in fall, but that's what it made me think of. So summer to fall, because the hunter's moon, I think, is in the fall. Let me get another one here. The moon, I don't know why the moon would give me a time, but we're going to try it. So let's see. And I'm going to pull one of my new cards over there for that too. So when's this right time for Capricorn? When is this right time for Capricorn? Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So your North Node in your birth chart is really simple to find. I would check when that is, because that's going to give you a very specific time frame. So your North Node, if it's in, Aquarius, for example, or Taurus, we got Taurus here, that gives you a very specific time frame. So I would look into when your North Node is and see what month that birth time is for that zodiac. Taurus here is summer, right? That's the very beginning of summer or the very end of spring, however you view that. And then I was feeling something here. So I want to see, again, I'm really interested in time for you, because I feel like you already did everything. You already did all the work. You did the preparations. You're really just waiting for something to come in. And it's like you're trying to stay a few steps ahead by planning. So knowing when would be a good time. Or knowing when would be helpful. What are the lies? Interesting. Envy. This done turned all types of way around. Stress, lies, imposter. So you're stressing out. Something about lies. Let's see. Stressing out, lies. I want to go here. What is this trying to tell me? Ooh, Sky Dancer, surrender. Okay, so having too much control. So there's that big, look at that big moon again. So this is a really internal thing happening here. That's another butterfly, at least looks like a butterfly. I feel like you're going through a big shift, a big change, a big movement. This is also very spring energy for me. So you're going through a renewal. There's a new you being born. This new you that's being born is, you're trying to figure out where you fit, where you resonate, what's deep within you. You've lived in stress and you've been lying to yourself. Envy, and then we got earth. And then we got roots. Look at that. That's such like, so Capricorn is a very grounded, earthy energy, which can cause envy from those around you because you can have it put together. Like you can kind of figure things out and maybe be very cold, right, when it comes to relationships. So I feel like you're living in a relationship or a situation where maybe it doesn't actually speak to who you are at the base, at the root, which is causing some sort of imposter syndrome where you don't feel at home with who you really are. You're having to play a role. It's not really bringing you to your truth, to who you are. And somebody's envious of that. There's some sort of envious energy around that. I feel like because you're finding the success and it's very independent, it's very like you gained this, you set out on this mission and achieved something. It's very, you worked really hard. You did the work. Like this is your realm. This is your dimension, the earth. That's why you're the devil in the tarot deck. Like you can maneuver dark situations with grace. And even though you maybe don't seem like you have feelings and emotions, you do. Look at that. Eye of the eagle, rising above the fray. So there's some situation here where you're having to go really, really high and above this difficult situation. You're having to use your logic at the highest degree, like non-emotional. Like this can't be emotional because look, you're trying to get to what you love, which is very emotional. Being in tune with what you love is very emotional. But at the same time, we always have to filter our emotions through logic. Logic is our top guide, the highest of the tier in order to go and direct and guide us in the right way. Because if we just follow our intuition, we'll fall off of a cliff because we just believe, you know, we'll just say, I believe, and we don't really have the wings. We didn't do the work. We didn't think of a plan. We didn't invent anything. Like we just jumped off the cliff with the physical body and we died. So logic is key here. And you're using that to really sift through all these details to really align yourself with a truth here. The eagle is immensely powerful and it's gathering around the power of community. These little fairies, mushrooms. Gather. So I feel like, let me go from 17 to 18. So it's like a step up. You're really deciding for yourself who to keep in your life, who to let go of, what direction to move in. You're not really fazed by the outside event energy because you're going to do what's best for you regardless. But at the same time, somewhere deep in there, Capricorn, you do care. You care, and it's hard for you to... It's definitely some sort of springtime. That I can, it's so deep in this deck, but for some reason I see it right here. and it wants to speak, and it's about springtime. Like, I don't know why. Rest and renewal, and that's this card. This is you really, and then look at that heart just hanging there. You got to do what's right for you here. I'm putting that right there. You got to do what's right for you here, because you're being guided to something that makes sense. It makes sense, but it makes no sense at the same time. And this truth is really setting you up for something that you always wanted. Inner peace, freedom, have more time. This is definitely bringing you back to a space of make less money, spend more time with yourself, with your passions, with your family. And that makes me think of that imposter syndrome again, because the raccoon like is so blended in. And then look, we've got the Scorpion, which is all about transformation. Yeah, you're really working through, it's a lot of black and white energy too. Like, look at all that. This deck is quite vibrant and colorful. And then we've got this dark energy with just that little bit of light. So it's like you're really trying to get to that light. You're really trying to get to your truth. And you're willing to, oh, what did I just see? You're willing to sacrifice relationships to find balance with yourself. You're trying to create that strategy so you can move in that path. Okay, so I want to pull one of these. These are my brand new cards. I just want one. Just want one because they're so deep, and one's probably all I could really interpret. But I want one card for Capricorn. I want to know, what is the final message for Capricorn? What's to come out as the final message for Capricorn? These are totally up your alley. They're super dark, black and white. They're like, just, we'll see what comes out for you. Oh. And the Hanged Man is what comes out on top. Spirit of the Mighty Waters. This is all about being in a position, hanging yourself up, waiting, really aligning yourself with making a decision. Because if we stay hung up for too long and we don't actually move forward, we are our own enemy, our own obstacle. I feel like you are waiting. You're being paid. It's okay. I see it. Your plan B, your plan B is pretty solid. But your plan A that you're going after is really good. And you want that plan A to work out. So that's why you're in this hold up position, because you're wanting to take action and move towards what you want very passionately, but you're not going to do that until there's something really solid, because you're not going to fall. You're not like, that's what that Scorpio energy was. You know, your opposite sign is Cancer. Cancer is going to go into something with their heart wide open. And that's why Cancers can get hurt more often. It's not that they're not amazing people. They're very caregiving. They're the nurses and the teachers and the mothers and the fathers. You know, they're the loving people in this earth, and they're really important. But the opposite of you, they're the opposite of you for a reason. You're not going to get hurt and go through a tremendous amount of pain to get what you want. You're going to inflict pain before you go through someone stabbing you in the back, because your success is more important to you and your happiness than allowing anyone to come in between you and your joy. I said one card, but obviously they're all speaking to me. There's that Knight of Pentacles again. So there you are. You're trying to get to this. You're trying to get to that independent state. And that's also September, by the way. So we got September. So I'm thinking somewhere between May and September, there's something that's going to change for you. There's going to be some big shift, big change energy. But it's going to take you to believe in your abilities and the hard work that you've put in. That's you even hanging on that's you hanging on that. It's so interesting. You're hanging on your power. So it's like, you know, you have some sort of power, you're using the power, but you're also waiting. It's so interesting. Capricorn, that was really, you know, deep and all, but I'm going to end it there. I hope that made some sense for someone out there, and I will link everything down below and see you again next time. Bye.